Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you some habits that I have in the morning that help me to start my day right. I feel if my morning is right, then the rest of the day usually follows. So sit back, relax, and hope you enjoy this video. Tip 1 is drink water first thing and hydrate yourself. I probably drink at least 3 litres of water a day, and the first thing I do in the morning is drink about 500 mils of water. I take a glass of water up to bed with me on a night, so in the morning I can just turn to my bedside table and it's there ready for me to drink, no faffing about. I know there's loads of benefits to drinking water on an empty stomach, but for me the best thing it does is probably makes me feel really refreshed and helps clear my gut out. So having this habit in place means that I benefit from it first thing in the morning. So after this, I like to do some light stretches and take some deep breaths. This is still a work in progress for me. I'm still trying to get better at it, and I know I need to do more of it. It actually makes me feel really good for doing it. So I'm going to keep working at it. I'll take a few seconds in the morning just to stretch, and I'll add little bits to it as the day goes on. Tip 2 is get going and make your bed. Next up, I'll open my curtains and make my bed as soon as I get out of it. It literally takes me a couple of minutes to do so, and once it's done, it's done. Usually I'll look around after I've made the bed and then realise that other things look out of place, such as clothes on the floor, and then it'll just tempt me to get that all sorted and tidy away. So it kind of starts a process for me of tidying up after myself and clean up as I go along. It just puts me in the right frame of mind. Tip 3 is get ready for the day. So this leads me nicely onto this tip. Now that I've started to freshen up my space and my home, I can start freshening up myself. So first up, I'll brush my teeth and clean my tongue. I always do that first. And then I'll wash and cleanse my face. Just by splashing some water on my face, it kind of helps me wake up. And by this point, I kind of feel like I'm clean and refreshed. It just feels like I'm clearing away all the toxins. I love doing a little bit of skincare. I've really got into it recently, and it just makes me feel like I'm spending a bit of time on myself and giving myself a bit of a pamper really. It only takes a couple of minutes, and I've kept it really nice and simple in the morning. Because I've done it for so long now, it's just become a habit, and I've got a fair few steps in my morning skincare routine. However, it's still manageable for me, so it works. Tip 4 is no electronics. I know it's really tempting, but I don't go on my phone or laptop or anything like that until I've set myself up for the day. If I go on any social media platforms or check any work stuff before I get myself sorted, then there's a good chance that things are just going to slip and I'm just going to start scrolling on Instagram or anything like that. So that'll just throw me off for the whole day and I won't feel good for it later. Because I'm so productive in the morning, I kind of want to keep that momentum going and not waste any time sitting on my phone going through any social media stuff. So I'll just reward myself with 5 or 10 minutes of time on my phone after I've ticked off a few things off my list that I need to get done in the day. I'm going out a bit later today, so I've decided to put a bit of makeup on and wear my hair down. And now that I'm ready, I feel good in myself and I feel refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Tip 5 is keep moving. As I mentioned before, we've got this momentum going and you're in the groove of it. So don't sit down, keep it going. And it's the perfect time for me to really get some housework done. I don't find it such a chore to do either because I'm so full of energy. So at the moment I'm just clearing all the clean dishes out from the dishwasher and the dish rack, and I'll usually put the kettle on for my coffee and try and get all the clean dishes out and put away before the kettle is done. And I'm just reloading the dishwasher with any dirty dishes as well at the same time. I'll always clean like a toilet or a sink or wipe down any surfaces that need doing or strip any beds or put any washing loads in or anything like that. Something that's not going to take too long. Because I'm full of energy, I can get it done quickly with instant satisfaction really. and it's that whole thing of tidy space gives you tidy mind. Not to mention it gets my body moving as well. I do like to do a workout too, but today's rest day, so we're just going to go out for a walk in the woodlands later on this morning for some fresh air and movement. There's a beautiful waterfall close by which we've just discovered recently, so the kids are excited to go down and have a look at it again. This leads me nicely on to my final and bonus tip, which is linked to my previous one as well, and that is don't sit down till you've done all the little activities that you need to get done to kind of set you up for the rest of the day. It's good to keep the momentum going and not break it, so just go with it. Once you've done what you need to, then what I usually do is reward myself with a coffee, and I'll then sit down and make a plan if I need to, or just get started with some work. And speaking of a plan, I kind of like loosely plan out my day. As the kids are off school at the moment, things are a bit up in the air. They're constantly changing depending on what they want to do or what they need from me. So I focus on getting one thing done in the day, and I'll plan some time aside and I'll make sure I get it done in that time. So guys, that's just some of the habits that I have in the morning to set me up for the day. If you're trying to build a morning routine or some daily habits, I'd recommend to focus on one habit at a time. Maybe just start with one, do it every single day without fail. It's all about consistency, and eventually it will stick and become an actual habit. And then gradually add another habit and then another one in the same way, and then you will build some sort of routine up to what you want. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more content from me. I really appreciate if you could do. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.